Absurdity to me is the ecstasy of a free mind. It's that moment when you suddenly see the humor in life, the strange beauty in things, making quite a lot of sense. But honestly, the real tragedy isn't when life breaks your heart. It's when you don't choose to live it. I've seen the world is full of people suffering from not what happened to them, but from the weight of what they never allowed themselves to do. The artist who never paints ends up bitter towards the ones who do. The lover who never risks love becomes cynical about romance. The thinker who never commits to a philosophy starts mocking anyone who believes in something. And deep down they know the life they ridicule is the life they were meant to have. That's why self-worth isn't a bonus, it's basic survival. It's as necessary as water, oxygen, and sleep. You have to believe you belong here. You have to believe you're worth everything you want. And once you believe that, you have to plant your wildest dreams in that soil and give them a chance to grow. Your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant there will start to shape the way you see the world. When you think beautiful thoughts, your mind starts scanning your surroundings for beauty. When you believe something is possible, suddenly doors appear where there used to be walls. Whenever you feel lost, go back to the drawing board of your self-esteem. Rebuild it as many times as you have to, even if you feel like you're starting from scratch. Self-love isn't indulgence, it's fuel. It's as vital as food and rest. So before you sleep, remind yourself of who you are and what you deserve. And then remember this: what a privilege it is to be tired from work you once begged for. What a privilege to feel overwhelmed by the growth you used to dream about. And what a privilege to be challenged by a life you chose on purpose. What a privilege to outgrow the things you once settled for. Healing isn't about running away from what hurts. It's not about drinking it away, scrolling it away, or burying it in distractions. Healing is about sitting with it, letting it speak, letting it hurt until the hurt changes shape. And it doesn't happen in straight lines. Healing moves in spirals. It brings you back to old places, but with new eyes. Nature gets this. In fact, meditating near a rose can literally raise your frequency. Standing barefoot on the earth reminds you you're a part of it. The water cleanses your energy. Trees quietly take your heaviness. And the sun, without asking anything in return, technically upgrades your cells. Even our bodies hold on to what we don't release. Our fascia, the delicate connective tissue, stores unprocessed emotions I read about. That's why sometimes in a deep stretch, you might cry. It's not pain. It's your body finally letting go of whatever it's been carrying. The biggest illusion we live with is the illusion of separation. The separation of you and me, they, them. In reality, everyone you meet is another face of the divine. Every encounter is a doorway. Every person is a mirror, reflecting something sacred back to you. Something that you want to perceive in the world, that you are. And you can only see people as deep as you know yourself. And people can only see and know you as deep as they know themselves. But watch how quickly the mind judges. Be aware. Judgment is the fear of pretending to be certainty. It closes the heart. If you let go of judgment, you start to see the whole thing as a kind of divine play. God showing up in rivers and mountains and strangers' smiles and even in your own breath every passing second. And just like a muscle has to tear to grow, your spirit has to break open to expand. So leap into the things that scare you. Stretch yourself past what feels comfortable to the thing that makes your heart pound. The way we transform a soulless world into a sacred one is by treating everything and everyone as sacred, until the sacredness in them wakes up. And forgiveness, eventually, I think, is like the fragrance that flower gives when it's crushed. So it's not about the other person, it's about you. It's about your beauty, the beauty inside you, the fragrance inside you. And maybe the only truly exciting life is the one that first lived in your imagination, until you were brave enough to live it out loud in front of everyone, for yourself.